Good afternoon, if everyone's ready. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Margaret Fitzpatrick, and I am a practicing attorney. The Office of Innovation and Incubation at Chicago Public Schools has retained me to preside as an independent hearing officer for this public hearing. The purpose of this hearing is to receive public comment regarding the renewal of the following 7 school operators: Catalyst Maria Charter School, Excel Academy South Shore, Excel Academy of Southwest, Legal Prep Charter Academy, Montessori School of Englewood Charter School, Polaris Charter Academy, Perspectives Charter School Network. Notice of this hearing was provided by newspaper publication in the Chicago Tribune on Monday, December 27, 2021. Copies of the public notice are available on request. This hearing was scheduled for today, January 6, 2022, to commence at 4:00 p.m. and to conclude at 8 p.m. or after the last speaker, whichever comes first. Interested members of the public wishing to speak at this hearing were advised to sign up in advance through a link provided in the hearing notice. This hearing is being held in a hybrid model instead of completely in person to protect the public's health in response to the COVID-19 pandemic. I encourage anyone wishing to provide comment to email a written statement to the following email address: iandIpublichearings@cps.edu. CPS will continue to receive comments through Friday, January 7th, 2022 at 12 noon. Again, the address is iandIpublichearings@cps.edu. The time is now 4:06 and this hearing is in session. As the Office of Innovation and Incubation's duly appointed hearing officer, I'm here today to take public testimony. I will be conducting the hearing efficiently and impartially. With the assistance of the CPS technical team, we've imposed procedures that have been shared with the speakers in advance to ensure that these proceedings are orderly. A Spanish interpreter is available to accommodate families who need translation support, as well as an American Sign Language interpreter. After hearing all the testimony here today, I will prepare a summary of the public's testimony, which will be provided to CPS staff and to the Board of Education, and I will determine whether this procedure complied with the requirements of state law and the rules of the board. This hearing is being recorded and notes are being taken to provide a better summary. Renewal decisions will be considered by Pedro Martinez, the CEO of Chicago Public Schools, and by the Chicago Board of Education prior to the January 26th board meeting. My summary and report are provided for consideration of the board for that purpose. As I've stated, the purpose of this hearing is to receive comments from interested members of the public concerning the 2021-22 charter and contract school renewals. To begin the hearing, I will call upon Rochelle Washington, the Director of Performance and Accountability in the Office of Innovation and Incubation, to make a statement concerning the schools and the renewal process. After Rochelle speaks, I will call on representatives from 7 schools. Each representative will have up to 5 minutes to speak. After the CPS representative and the school representatives have spoken, I will then call on those members of the public who have signed up to speak. When you are called to speak, state your name for the record, then state your school affiliation. For instance, what school you represent, what community organization, or whether you are a parent, and so forth. All speakers will be limited to 2 minutes each. After this hearing, the Office of Innovation and Incubation will continue to accept written comments until 12 p.m. on Friday, January 7th, 2022, sent by email again to iandIpublichearings@cps.edu. So to begin, I will call on Rochelle Washington from the Office of Innovation and Incubation to give her statement. Ms. Washington.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Your Honor. My name is Rochelle Washington, and I'm the Director of Performance and Accountability in the Office of Innovation and Incubation for Chicago Public Schools. The Office of Innovation and Incubation oversees 133 charter, contract, and option schools and programs. The purpose of tonight's hearing is to accept comments from the public regarding the renewal of charter and contract schools whose contracts expire on June 30th, 2022. I will refer to these schools as the renewal cohort. It comprises 7 charter and contract school operators. The district takes a holistic approach to reviewing charter and contract schools, and its processes incorporate national best practices. I would like to provide some background information on this year's renewal process. After my statement, representatives from each organization will make brief statements about their school. On April 28th, 2021, the Office of Innovation and Incubation held an initial meeting with school boards and leadership from this year's renewal cohort, providing schools with an overview of the process and releasing its renewal application. CPS followed up on its initial meeting with one-on-one meetings with school leadership and board presidents from each school to discuss individual renewal applications. Upon the receipt of the renewal applications, comprehensive evaluations were conducted of the school's academic, financial, and operational performance and assessed pursuant to the terms of their school agreements and applicable law. This comprehensive evaluation process followed rigorous and transparent criteria that were provided to the renewal cohort along with the renewal application. Formal academic site visits are another component of the renewal review to ensure a holistic review of school quality. In the fall of 2021, a team of CPS evaluators visited and examined classroom instruction, reviewed documents, and conducted focus groups with school leadership, teachers, students, and parents to make findings using a rigorous research-based protocol. The Chicago Board of Education will officially vote on the renewal of these schools at the January 26th, 2022 board meeting. Thank you again for attending this meeting. I look forward to hearing from the schools and the members of the community.
Thank you, Ms. Washington. All right, as I said, I will hear from the schools next in the order in which I announced them. The first school we will hear from will be Catalyst Maria. Is Ms. Sandoval available?
Hello, can you hear me?
Ms. Sandoval, push star
Yes,
6
this is
if
Ms.
you're
Sandoval.
unmuted.
I'm unmuted.
All right, I expect there'll be some technical delays. We're going to move on and we'll hear from Ms. Sandoval if she joins us later. So the next speaker will be Excel South Shore, Mr. Anthony Haley.
Hello, this is Dawn Sandoval. Hello.
Mr. Haley, we'll hopefully hear from you before the end of this hearing.
This is Dawn Sandoval. Can you hear me?
Southwest, Jake Benke.
My name is Dawn Sandoval, and I'm the founding principal at Catalyst Maria, which we began in 2012. I'm so proud to speak to you today and
we'll
share the impact Catalyst Maria has had on the Chicago Lawn community. We serve 1,100 scholars, which 65% of those scholars are siblings. Our scholar is not only a community, but a true family. We have exceeded enrollment for the last 5 years, and that is evident.
Our next. Okay, so we are having some technical difficulties. I'll ask those persons who are waiting on the phone and who have not been recognized to be patient until those little hinks can be ironed out. Is Mr. Finkelstein available from Legal Prep? No. Okay. We're going to just wait a moment until the technical assistants are able to
Ms. Sandoval, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can,
Yes,
Ms.
I-
Sandoval. Thank you so much for your patience. All right,
No problem.
if you'd like to go ahead and present your statement.
Thank you so much. Again, I'm Dawn Sandoval, and I am the founding principal at Catalyst Maria, which we began in 2012. I'm proud to speak to you today and share the impact Catalyst Maria has had on the Chicago Lawn community. We serve 1,100 scholars, and 65 of those scholars are siblings. Our building is not only a community, but a true family. We have exceeded enrollment for the last 5 years, and that is evidence that our families are choosing to enroll their most prized possession, their children, at Catalyst Maria. Our team also has a strong growth mindset and wants to continuously improve for our scholars. In March, we engaged in an external review with Cognia to achieve accreditation. This is important for our high school scholars to have access to high quality scholarships and colleges. Our school was not only given a 5-year accreditation, we were recognized as one of 32 schools in the world and one of 4 schools in Illinois as a school that earned distinction accreditation. We have also met or exceeded academic and financial expectations every year of our charter, including earning CPS's level 1+ rating. Our families are committed to our mission, and we collaborate through our monthly parent meetings, quarterly conference days, and our monthly principal and CEO breakfast, all of which provide opportunities for open communication and dialogue. We listen to our community to determine their needs and develop programs to support and address what they are asking for. For example, we determined that our families were experiencing some extreme hardships, such as a house fire. Our team came together and developed an emergency fund that is now in its 3rd year of existence and helps families that experience various hardships. As one of the few K-12 schools in the city, we give our families the ability to make one stop in the morning and drop off their scholars no matter what grade they are enrolled in. This is especially important for our families to feel safe and secure in where their child is each day. Last year during COVID, our average daily attendance was 92%. This is an indicator that shows our scholars are committed to engaging in school and the strength of their relationships they have with their teachers and team and classmates. Our team is committed to our scholars and families, and we have been able to achieve success because of consistency. Our leadership team has 8 members that have been here since 2012, the beginning. We also have 70% of our 8th grade stay at Catalyst Maria and attend high school because of the alignment we have with culture, academics, and the relationships that they have formed. Our scholars also are more successful because they know that their teachers are going to be there for them year to year. They go back, they connect, and they feel secure with the strong relationships they have. Our team works tirelessly to continue to meet the needs and challenges we face on a daily basis. The past 20 months have been a time in education when we've had to think outside the box and teach our team how to deliver instruction and counseling to our scholars while modeling what it takes to be resilient. We are proud of the remote and hybrid model we created to meet the needs of our scholars and continue to adapt each day to our current reality. We began our school with the confidence inheriting a beautiful 8-acre campus, an important 101-year legacy from the Sisters of Casimir to ensure high-quality education in the Chicago Lawn neighborhood. We now are able to serve both young men and women, and now we have graduating scholars that are leaders in our building. We could not be more proud to have our high school graduates now teaching in our building and nursing in our building. In our 10 years of existence, we continue to learn, listen, and collaborate with our community. We have had success because Catalyst Maria works to build strong relationships with each family and scholar to ensure we are touching every scholar's heart and teaching every scholar's mind. Finally, we have been a consistent member of Chicago Lawn community. At least 40 of our staff members have been here for more than 5 years. Many of our Catalyst leadership has been here since the founding. We have worked with many CEO leaders in CPS, Board of Education, and Office and Incubation, and the city over various administrations, and will continue to do so, stewarding their many resources, partnerships, and support entities to the Chicago Lawn community. Thank you for your time and listening, and please take this into consideration as you consider a 5-year renewal for Catalyst Maria.
Thank you, Ms. Sandoval. Do we have Mr. Haley available? Mr. Benke?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me? This is Anthony Haley from Excel South Shore.
Welcome, Mr. Haley. Thank you for your patience. Go ahead and present your statement.
Thank you. Good evening, and thank you for the opportunity to present a short statement on behalf of Excel Academy of South Shore. My name is Dr. Anthony Haley Jr. I'm the Executive Director of Excel Academy of South Shore. Excel Academy of South Shore is a school for students 15 through 21 who are overaged and underaccredited. We have served the South Shore community for 8 years, graduated a total of 285 students, and are up for renewal this year. Excel Academy of South Shore is located at 7530 South Shore Drive, in a facility owned and leased to us by Chicago Public Schools. The purpose of the school is to serve students who have dropped out or are at risk of dropping out of school due to a variety of reasons. At Excel, students have an extended day and can earn up to 10 credits per year. The mission of Excel Academy of South Shore is to serve students that have dropped out of school or that are at risk of dropping out of school with a data-driven, accountable, and high standards educational program. With further longevity and stability of the program, our ability to serve students of the South Shore and surrounding communities will only strengthen as our roots become even more well-established. The goals of Excel Academy of South Shore's program are, number one, to re-engage overage and underaccredited students in school. 2, to graduate high numbers of these students. 3, to provide students with the necessary skills and supports to enroll in a post-secondary institution, certification program, or trade school and obtain gainful, self-sufficient employment. 4, to achieve high levels of daily attendance. 5, to create and maintain a safe, orderly, and supportive learning environment. Excel Academy of South Shore strives to promote a positive school culture, create opportunities outside of the classroom for our students, connect students with mentoring programs, provide high quality instruction, and encourage whole student growth through social, emotional, and academic programming. We also pride ourselves in pioneering student certification opportunities. By way of strong community partnerships, our students have opportunities to participate in cohorts to become certified with skill sets such as forklifting, certified nursing assistants, and phlebotomy. In addition, Excel Academy of South Shore is a state-endorsed barbering school where eligible students can be trained in the trade of barbering. If approved, Excel Academy of South Shore is enthusiastic about being able to continue serving CPS, Chicago, and the South Shore community for years to come. We appreciate the opportunity afforded to us thus far and sincerely hope to be granted renewal to continue our shared mission in Chicago. Thank you very much, Dr. Anthony Haley Jr., Executive Director of Excel Academy of South Shore.
Thank you, Mr. Haley. Do we have Mr. Benke available?
This is Mr. Banky. Can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead, Mr. Banky.
Good afternoon, and thank you for the opportunity to present a short statement on behalf of Excel Academy of Southwest. My name is Jake Banky, and I'm the director of Excel Academy Southwest. Excel Southwest is a school for students who are aged 15 to 21, who are overaged and undercredited. We are currently in our 8th year of serving the Marquette Park community and are up for renewal this year. Excel Southwest is located at 7050 South Washtenaw Avenue in a previously vacant, renovated annex building owned by the Catholic Church within the community. The purpose of the school is to serve students who have dropped out or are at risk of dropping out of school due to a variety of reasons. At Excel, students have an extended day and receive live in-person instruction with extended classroom time. At Excel Southwest, we succeed in serving at-risk youth by data-driven, accountable, high-standards educational programs. We strive to achieve this mission by thinking outside the box of the traditional education that our students failed to find success in the past. At Southwest, you will find a robotics curriculum and a First Tech Challenge team, as well as electives in real estate and construction. Excel Southwest continuously works to improve upon its program, always being at or above a level 2+ on the SQRP. Most, if not all, of the key performance indicators of the SQRP showed steady growth in recent years prior to COVID. To date, over 200 students have successfully graduated from our school that potentially could have been lost from the system. These students have gone on to do tremendous things, from working on the Steve Harvey Show, to matriculating to 4-year institutions and enlisting in the armed services. In addition, we have worked tirelessly to form partnerships with the community and currently have partnered with over 15 outside organizations to provide even more supports and services to our students. With our collaboration with I&I and the Options Network, we have piloted multiple programs from financial literacy to workforce development with the C4 curriculum. The goals of Excel Southwest are to, 1, place resources in the hands of students that cultivates a meaningful and rigorous education, to reduce barriers of success students face with academic success, to graduate and support students on their pursuit of post-secondary opportunities, to form community partnerships that expose students to relevant opportunities and provide additional supports and services, and to create and maintain a safe, orderly, supportive learning environment that accounts for all students' academic and social needs. Excel Academy of Southwest is enthusiastic about being able to serve CPS, Chicago, and the Marquette community for years to come. We appreciate the opportunity afforded to us thus far and sincerely hope to be granted renewal for the continued shared mission in Chicago. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Next, we have Legal Prep Academy, Mr. Finkelstein.
Hi, this is Sam. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Go ahead, Sam.
Thank you. My name is Sam Finkelstein. I am the co-founder, principal, and CEO of Legal Prep Charter Academy. Legal Prep opened its doors in the fall of 2012 to its first freshman class with a commitment to preparing our students for college success. We are humbled and grateful for the opportunity the board has given us to be a part of this district. It has been a privilege to serve our community these last 9.5 years. We respectfully request that the board approve Legal Prep's charter for a 5-year term so we can continue the important work that we are doing with our students and families on Chicago's West Side. I want to thank our partners at CPS, in particular, Sean Precious, Rochelle Washington, and the entire I&I team for the feedback and support we received during this renewal process. This process was a great opportunity to reflect on both our successes and, more importantly, on our areas for growth that we have at Legal Prep. Sean and his team were terrific throughout the entire process, which was no surprise since they are consistently available to us and others in the charter community to provide guidance and support. I'm going to provide a little background on Legal Prep and highlight some of the work we have done over the past few years to make our school a better place for our students and families. As a starting point, it is important to understand that Legal Prep is the only open enrollment high school in West Garfield Park, so we truly serve as our community's neighborhood school. We take that role very seriously and welcome all students, regardless of academic ability or learning needs. As our name suggests, we have a legal theme that differentiates what we do. All of our students take law courses during the school day, as well as participate in a law partnership program where they work with attorneys on a set curriculum. We have kept the program going on during the pandemic with a shift to Zoom, but we really look forward to returning to in-person once it's safe to do so. We are also proud to offer a dual credit program for our upper level law classes in partnerships with the city colleges. This allows more than half of our students to graduate high school with 12 college credits. While we do have a legal theme, we know that not all of our students want to be lawyers, and that's perfectly fine with us. We use the law to engage students in their learning and teach skills that are applicable to any professional path. Aside from the COVID pandemic, our largest challenge over the last few years was to reform our approach to student discipline. We've always incorporated restorative practices, but historically we relied much too heavily on exclusionary discipline. We started conversations around this topic with the CPS Office of SEL, along with I&I almost 2 years ago. We formulated a long-term plan to remedy our work in this area. It started with a hiring plan that focused on ensuring that any new team members were on board with the restorative approach. We hired an outstanding director of culture to replace the position that had previously been our dean of discipline, and created an equity action team that helped to revise our approach to discipline and culture. We adopted the CPS Code of Conduct to serve as our policy guidepost in this area. And then we implemented 15 hours of professional development leading into the school year around our new approach to discipline, and revamped our student orientation process. We just finished our first semester right before the winter break, and the results are encouraging. We had just 3 suspensions over that first semester, which is a 98% reduction in exclusionary discipline compared to the fall of 2019, the last time we were fully in person. Most importantly, our school culture has never been stronger. We've always believed that part of a charter school's mission is to serve as an incubator of ideas that can be shared with other schools, including traditional public schools. One example of this approach is our policy around COVID testing. We adopted a test-to-stay program leading into this school year. It has allowed us to avoid large-scale quarantines while limiting school-based transmission. Together with the other standard mitigation procedures, this program has been extremely successful. We have offered to share these practices with the district and other charter schools, including putting together a resource guide with information on launching a test-to-stay program. We may be living with COVID for a while, so a strong testing program is the best way to stay in person and keep our community as safe as possible. We continue to be willing to share these best practices with any school who is interested. We are extremely proud of our 6 classes of graduates. They are currently attending a wide variety of colleges and universities, including our very first Posse Scholar, who's a freshman at Oberlin this year. Our graduates recognize the value of a legal prep education. We just had a cohort of 2016 graduates reach out with an offer to create a panel to talk to this year's seniors, the hope to eventually create a mentoring program with our alums. Alum Ida Cage sent a wonderful message proposing the idea, and I want to read a few lines from what she wrote as a wrap-up. I'll look back on my journey and how that impacted the decisions I made for my future. The same can be said for many of my classmates, that we really didn't understand the significance of our time at Legal Prep. That time helped shape who we are today. Legal Prep played a major role in my college decision, which changed my life, and I want to give you back to you all for that. The best way I know how to do that is to help inspire the next generation of LPCA students. I really appreciate Ida's sentiment and her spirit of giving, which perfectly represents what we're trying to foster at Legal Prep. I really appreciate the opportunity to address the public hearing today. I hope that the board will vote to approve our 5-year extension of our charter agreement, and appreciate your consideration.
Thank you, Mr. Finkelstein. Our next speaker, next school listed is Montessori School of Englewood, Rita Nolan.
Good afternoon. This is Rita Nolan. Can you hear me?
Yes, Ms. Nolan, go ahead.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. My name, as I said, is Rita Nolan. I am the founding principal and the executive director of the Montessori School of Englewood. Today, I'd like to share with you a love letter from the Montessori School of Englewood. People don't know Englewood. Most have this idea that it's hopeless and desolate. Looking at Englewoodians and referring to us as those poor people, they think it's barren of opportunity and successes, and they take the media narratives, the preconceived notions and misconceptions, and run with them, riding in on their high horses to save us, ignorant of the fact that we don't need saving. We need investment just like all other underserved and historically marginalized communities. And the most unfortunate thing is they're missing out on the magic, excellence, and brilliance Englewood has to offer, particularly the magic and brilliance that lives in our kids. Thankfully, these narratives fall dead at the doors of the Montessori School of Englewood. Students are encouraged and challenged to learn, dream, and grow. Big, thought of and treated as scholars and not charity cases. Media portrayals of a lost community have no home in our hallways, and savior complexes are non-existent. How are we challenging the status quo? Well, in a dark world that constantly seeks to dim their light, I believe in our belief in their talents and intelligence are reinforced through a quality, affirming, and engaging education, ensuring that our students' lights remain ignited. We are intentional about building and maintaining a team that carries the dignity of our culture and values and is committed to providing our future leaders with tools and skills very different from the traditional models that haven't served them well. We believe in a community-centered, collaborative academic experience, taking every opportunity to incorporate the voices of parents and other stakeholders in our decision-making processes, and partnering with local organizations and leaders to create a community and schools dynamic. Opposite of the injustices and biases perpetrated or perpetuated through long-standing policies and practice in a system that's been designed to fail Black and Brown students, we promote equity, equality, diversity, and inclusion. We know our kids can learn when given love, support, and resources. Most importantly, our building is full of allies, advocates, mentors, cheerleaders, and supporters invested in their success. The Montessori School of Englewood has cultivated a space to really get to know Englewood and its brilliance. That excellence that lives in our kids thrives here. In these uncertain times, there will be challenges and obstacles. However, guided by these practices and fervency in our mission, we will continue to amplify the greatness in the Englewood community. Our school serves 410 children, ages 3 to 12. We have partnerships with the Trotter Project, the Chicago Center for Psychoanalysis, that provides on-site therapy to not just our students, but to families. We partner with Lawyers Lend a Hand, and each week, over 60 of our students take a bus and go downtown and are tutored by the legal community. We also have a partnership with Rush University. Rush University holds a master's nursing class each semester at our school as part of their community outreach. And they do everything from teach our children about COVID to human growth and development, to doing a study and analysis of the community. We started a training center called the Chicago Montessori Residency so that we could make sure that we had a pipeline of Montessori teachers of color and Montessori teachers from the community, so that we are now proud to say that 100% of our classrooms are taught by a teacher of color. We received an innovation award from the National Montessori Accreditation Center for our training center, and we continue to share our best practices on bringing Montessori to the public sector, not just with the other Montessori schools in Chicago, but nationally with a partnership with Montessori in the public sector. We are very proud of our students and our families. We serve 110 students that live in temporary living situations. With our partnership with World Central Kitchen And
Ellen, your time is up. Can you please conclude?
okay, I'm going to conclude now. We serve 300 meals to the community a day. I would like to thank you for this opportunity to serve our community, and I hope that the board will renew our charter for 5 years so we can continue to serve the Englewood community. Thank you.
Thank you. The next school listed is Polaris. Our speaker is Michelle Navarre.
This is Michelle Navarre. Can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead.
Thank you. Good afternoon. My name is Michelle Navarre, and I am the proud founder and head of school of Polaris Charter Academy, located at 620 North Sawyer Avenue in West Humboldt Park, where we educate roughly 450 K-8 students a year. I am also a proud parent of 2 children at our school, one who just graduated last June. Since opening 15 years ago, Polaris and our students have become leaders recognized locally and globally in fulfilling our mission of creating lifelong learners and citizens with a strong sense of personal and civic responsibility by providing a safe and caring space and deeply impactful experiences that support students in becoming self-motivated, creative, critical thinkers. These experiences acknowledge, cultivate, and leverage the strengths that exist within every student. Polaris students learn rigorous content and apply their learning to real-world issues that impact our community. For 15 years, Polaris students have exercised their agency and honed their knowledge and skills in support of the community, making an impact not someday, but now. Students have led community peace and anti-gun rallies, hosted community vaccination clinics, interviewed for the National Archives the foot soldiers who marched in the Children's March, held food and clothing drives, created activist art exhibitions, written and performed original plays at the Black Ensemble Theater, and partnered with the Friends of the Chicago River to conduct student-led research on Chicago's water quality, resulting in procedural changes at 3 of the city's sanitation plants, making our drinking water safe for everyone. At the same time, Polaris students focus on strong character development, learning to be the best versions of themselves while actively developing integrity, compassion, being explorers, critical thinkers, and active citizens motivates students to do more and be more than they thought possible. Strong character is further developed through deep reflective practices and a focus on restorative justice. Our reflective practices, developed in collaboration with educational researcher Dr. Camille Farrington, supports students' social, emotional, and academic growth. And for more than 4 years now, Polaris has been implementing comprehensive restorative justice practices, resulting in stronger student relationships, positive identity formation, and 0 suspensions since 2019. Because of this deep reflective work in character and the meaningful work deeply rooted in the community, students have matched their impressive impact with their academic achievement. One example being in math. Polaris students, including those with IEPs, have grown faster in math mastery compared to their CPS and national peers, evidenced by the NWEA measures of academic progress. Additionally, Polaris students report they engage in dramatically more rigorous academic instruction compared to their CPS peers, illuminated in the University of Chicago's 5 Essentials Survey on Climate. I proudly speak today of everything we have accomplished so far. I am proud that Polaris students have been keynote speakers at national conferences like the EL Education Conference in Atlanta and the Deeper Learning Conference in San Diego, speaking on the importance of learning in and with the community and educating educators in restorative justice practices. I am proud that 100% of Polaris graduates attend the high school of their choosing. I am proud that 17 graduates so far have been awarded the competitive Daniel Murphy Scholarship, 3 in this year alone. I am proud I've had the privilege of leading Polaris over these past 15 years as head of school, which makes me the longest standing single site founder in the district, providing the stability that is essential for our students to do remarkable work. I am proud that for 15 years, we have kept the mission and the question of what is best for children at the center of our decision-making process. And I am incredibly proud that for 15 years, I have worked alongside the most talented and dedicated team of educators I have ever known, without whom none of what I shared today would have happened. Our students are seen, heard, known, and respected for the quality of their character and the quality of their work because of the quality of our educators. Through the years and through the challenging pandemic, our commitment to the mission and vision of our students being leaders in their community now and making a difference now has grown stronger and more vital. For this reason, I implore you to support Polaris Charter Academy. I am asking that the Board of Ed renew our charter for a minimum of 7 years to allow this important work to continue and allow our students and community to thrive. Thank you.
Thank you. The next school is Perspectives Networks. Mr. Powell.
Good evening. My name is Aaron Powell. I'm the managing principal at Perspectives Leadership Campus. I'm happy to be with you today as I represent Perspective Charter Schools, our staff, students, and the community and civic leaders who support our renewal. Perspectives, one of the first charters in Illinois, has grown from a single classroom in a South Loop storefront to 5 schools serving over 1,600 students in grades 6 through 12 and employing over 260 staff members across Chicagoland. Perspectives serves a population of students from historically underserved and underinvested communities. 97% of students identify as African American. 90% qualify for free or reduced lunch. 24% receive specialized services, and 4% are students in temporary living situations. Our mission is to provide students with a rigorous and relevant education through our discipline life education model, which includes academic rigor, social emotional learning, and experiential opportunities. Today, I would like to highlight 4 key reasons why the Board of Education should renew Perspective Charter Agreement for 7-year term. Number 1, we know that our discipline life education model works. Panorama, a national and research-based social and emotional research instrument, measured our students' SEL skills against those of comparison schools across the country. Our school, students fall into the 90th percentile of all urban students for their ability to deliberately use strategies to manage their own learning processes. Our students communicate effectively. Compared to all schools, our students fall into the 80th percentile for being able to regulate their emotions. Our students consider multiple points of view. Our high school students fall into the 70th percentile for being able to empathize with others. Perspective's college graduation rate is twice that of the national average of comparison schools. Pillars of our communities continue to endorse our efforts, including Alderman Brookins, the chair of the City Council Committee on Education, and Alderman Pat Dow, founding member of the Brownsville CAC. Both support our renewal. We believe in our students' potential. Therefore, they believe in their potential just as much. As Omari and Amaya Handy wrote in their letters of support, at Perspectives, we are taught you can and you will. Perspectives Leadership Campus is leading me and my sister to greater opportunities. It's not about being the best. It's about being better than you were yesterday. Point number 2, Perspectives is committed to providing a high quality education rooted in high expectations and equity. We believe our curriculum should reflect, validate, and honor the experiences and identities of our students. Students, families, and teachers all gave feedback on the selection of new, high quality, and equitable curriculum. We believe it is our responsibility to make up for the learning loss caused by the pandemic. So we are doubling down on providing our students with a rigorous education, including providing high quality, grade appropriate materials, engaging our students deeply, and maintaining high expectations for their learning. Point number 3, both Perspectives' actions and results demonstrate a strong commitment to instituting restorative practices and reducing rates of exclusionary discipline. We included all stakeholders from our community, including students and families, in reimagining our code of conduct. Our strong commitment has resulted in a significant reduction in the total number of year-to-date suspension. From 439 in the 2019-2020 school year, which was the last time we were fully in person, to currently 33 in the 21-22 school year. Point number 4, Perspectives cares deeply about the communities we serve and creates pathways for students to disrupt cycles of generational poverty. Our certification programs are designed to give students transferable workforce skills, allowing students to both earn in their field and continue to learn in their post-secondary path. Our dual credit and dual enrollment opportunities allow students to experience collegiate settings in high school, where our disciplined life model can support them if they stumble. We give back to our communities. Prospective staff maintained a high level of engagement with our families and students. Last year, during the pandemic, this included over 43,000 communication touchpoints, 373 home visits, and a distribution of more than 241,000 meals. We take pride in serving and celebrating with our neighbors by hosting family-focused cultural events, investing in our communities through service projects, and much more. For 25 years, Perspectives has been a clear, steady, and transformational choice for families all across Chicago. I've been a part of Perspectives for the last 15 years, starting as a teacher and now as a managing principal. As an educator and as someone from the South Side of Chicago, I continue to choose Perspectives because I understand the true value of quality education that our students deserve, and Perspectives provides just that. Renewing our charter for the next 7 years will allow us to continue to serve our communities and provide Perspectives families with the stability they so much deserve. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Powell. All right, we're going to move on to the public speakers, and I'm going to do that in groups of schools, with the exception of those persons who have come down here to speak. So I'm going to call some people who have appeared from Perspectives. The first person I'm going to call is Summer Fields. Okay, you can step up to the microphone, Ms. Fields.
Summer Fields is my scholar. I'm Markia T. Fields Ingram.
Okay, I'm not hearing everything you're saying. So your first name?
My first name is Markia T. Fields Ingram. Summer Fields is my scholar. She's the student.
I see, and you're the parent?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, go ahead, you have 2 minutes.
Wrote out something in the event that I wouldn't be able to come down. And of course, my phone's acting crazy. But oh, here I go. I'll just read it out first. Of course, I can't find it. Okay. My name is Markia Fields Ingram. My scholar is Summer Fields. Oh, I found it. Okay. Sorry, I didn't know you were calling me first. I thought it was number 3.
Take a moment.
Okay. I am a parent of Summer Fields who attends Perspective Joslyn campus. I am here to support Perspective Charter Renewal because I feel my scholar, Summer Fields, is challenged in all areas. Summer has maintained an A grade point average since the beginning of her journey here at Joslyn. She also tries her best to live by the ADL principles on a daily basis. Joslyn has also offered my child opportunities after school programs such as basketball, her favorite. Me as a parent also feels welcome and understood with every visit or concern. Summer is my second scholar to attend Perspectives after her older sister Autumn Fields, class of 2017. There is no doubt that Summer will be in great hands under Jocelyn leadership. Summer will continue on to high school, she will continue on to the high school program. 30 seconds left. Okay, then to the college of her choice with her parents, staff, and fellow classmates cheering her on.
Thank you. Okay. Next, I'll hear from Carla Morris, and after Ms. Morris will be Sada Porter.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My name is Carla Morris, and I'm the Math and Science Instructional Leader at the Perspectives Leadership Campus. I support Perspectives Charter Renewal because in addition to enriching students' social and emotional lives through a disciplined life model, we also ensure access to high-quality academic experiences for our students. We strive to provide our students with rigorous curriculum that is reflective and inclusive of the diverse world in which we live. As an instructional coach, it is one of my prime goals to ensure that our students are able to challenge each other intellectually and to critically engage. Two projects that we have undertaken as a network over the last couple of years to achieve these goals are one, working with our curriculum evolution teams, which Principal Powell mentioned, and then also working with the New Teacher Project. The curriculum evolution teams have been working to ensure that our curriculum resources are not only rigorous, but that they're also culturally relevant and responsive so that our students are as prepared as possible for their post-secondary options. And then secondly, our partnership with the New Teacher Project has been equipping us with tools to reach high levels of student engagement with the rigorous curriculums that I mentioned. As a result, I can speak as an instructional coach that we are creating learning environments that engage, challenge, and cultivate the young minds that are entrusted to us. In short, I ask that the CPS board and the district support our renewal efforts so that we can continue to serve, support, and to partner with the communities and educate some amazing students. Thank you.
Thank you. Our next speaker from Perspectives is Sada Porter.
Hi, my name is Shada Porter, and I'm the Senior Director of Culture at Perspectives. I have worked at Perspectives for 16 years. I support Perspectives Charter Renewal because the future demands that all children develop knowledge and skills well beyond academics. At Perspectives, we believe that to prepare our students for our complex and changing world, we must do more than simply educate our students' mind. Through our 26 principles of a disciplined life, they serve as the bedrock for our educational model. In daily ADL classes, our students intentionally study these principles, engage in critical conversations, as well as reflect about themselves, their school community, and our world. Through their ADL classes, they strengthen their positive self-perception and build healthy relationships and become more productive. This year, we partnered with Panorama, the national and research-based instrument, to help us ensure that our ADL model was giving us results and impacting our students' lives. And we found out it truly works. And there may be times when our students need additional support, and we have been committed to instituting restorative practices and reducing exclusionary discipline across all of our network schools.
30 seconds left.
Over the last couple of years, we have included all stakeholders from our school community, including students and families, in reimagining our code of conduct. We partnered with Restorative DC to train all staff in restorative practices. We also invested in a restorative justice coordinator at each campus to provide additional support to our students and families. And the results were amazing. We have reduced the total number of year-to-date suspensions for 439 in 2019 to 33 in our current school year.
Please conclude.
I am confident that we will continue to be successful in both our social, emotional, and academic curriculum. I ask that the district and the CPS board continue to support our charter renewal so that we can continue to make a difference in our community for years to come. Thank you.
Thank you. Our next live speaker will be Stephen Todd.
Good evening. My name is Stephen Todd, and I am the managing principal at Perspectives Rodney D. Doslin campus. Over the past 13 years, I've been a teacher, assistant principal, principal of 2 Perspective schools, and now a managing principal. I'm inspired by Perspective's commitment to innovation in the space of SEL and education. From teaching our students social justice in ADL class to implementing a new personalized learning approach, meeting the unique needs of each student, and many more projects and initiatives in between, I'm proud to work alongside fellow change makers, colleagues, and teammates who invest in historically marginalized and under-resourced communities every day. And Perspective's investment in our community, in our students, and our families to Chicago has never been more important. The harsh realities of the COVID-19 pandemic brought stark inequities into our world into even sharper focus. Perspectives believes it's our responsibility to work affirmatively with our communities toward a more equitable world. We're learning how to develop and implement our more equitable curricula strategically through a partnership with TNT, the New Teacher Project. We're doubling down on providing our students with a rigorous education, including providing high quality, grade appropriate materials and engaging our students deeply in their learning, while also ensuring student mental health and social emotional well-being are supported. I respectfully ask the Board of Education grant Perspectives a 7 to 10 year charter renewal term. We're more than a network of schools. We're an anchor for the thousands of families and students who have walked the halls of our schools. And after 25 years as one of the first charters, we're an enduring Chicago institution. We ask that you grant us this contract length of 7 to 10 years to give our organization the stability needed to make good on the promises we've made to our students, our families, our staff, and our city. Thank you for your consideration.
Thank you. All right, I believe that concludes our live speakers. At this point, I'm going to move to the group from Catalyst Maria, who have been waiting patiently. I'm going to take you in the order that you have signed up. The first person would be Brianna Villegas.
Hello.
Hello, is this Brianna Villegas?
Hi, yes, this is Brianna. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Go ahead, you have 2 minutes.
Okay, thank you. Hi, I'm Brianna Villegas. I am a 2019 Catalyst Maria alum. My time here attending Catalyst was spent fostering my love for learning and promoting my curiosity for the world around me. After graduating, I was able to continue to develop these qualities within myself with the help of the family I found here in Catalyst. As a first generation student, the college center guidance from Catalyst Maria was invaluable to me while I attended the school, and continues to be now that I am an alum. Both the office team and Principal Sandoval have provided me with the immense support throughout my college experience at National Louis University, which I will be forever grateful. Attending Catalyst Maria got me more than just a diploma. Here, I've gained a team of supporters who are always willing to go the extra mile to see me succeed. I really hope that Catalyst Maria Charter will be renewed for the longest time possible, so for the scholars in the community can continue to get the support I received and the benefits that they provide even when you graduate. Thank you.
Thank you. Our next speaker from Catalyst would be DeAndrea Green.
Good evening.
Good evening. Go ahead, Ms. Green. You have 2 minutes.
Thank you very much. My name is DeAndrea Green, and I've been a part of the Catalyst Maria family for 3 years as a special educator. My son, who's also in first grade, is a very proud member of the Catalyst family. I use the word family because that is what we are at Catalyst, family. The culture of our school has consistently created safe and reliable spaces for scholars to learn, thrive, and feel supported in unconditional love. Our family is committed to making sure all of our scholars are not only supported academically, but they know that there is always someone in the building that they can turn to no matter what. We build relationships with our families and the community. We encourage diversity and inclusion. We challenge our scholars to push past adversity, embrace new experiences and challenges, show grace and give grace. Our scholars know when they step into the building, they are home. It is my request that our charter be renewed so that we can continue to be another home in our community and so that little first graders like my son can continue to learn and thrive. Thank you.
Thank you. Our next speaker from Catalyst, Imelda Salazar.
Can you hear me?
Yes, Ms. Salazar, go ahead.
Hi, my name is Imelda Salazar, and I'm a community organizer with the Southwest Organizing Project SWAP. Since its inception in 2011, Catalyst Maria has impacted thousands of lives through its daily commitment of teaching minds and touching hearts in the Chicagoland area. Catalyst Maria is built upon 100 years of legacy started by the Sisters of St. Casimir. When Catalyst Maria began nearly 10 years ago, the Chicagoland neighborhood was experiencing among the highest foreclosure rates in the city of Chicago. Since then, community leaders who teamed together to decrease the number of vacant properties by nearly 100 recognize that families do not choose to locate an area just because of housing alone. They also are interested in the quality of education available for their families. And that's where Catalyst Maria comes in. You have heard about people talking about families. They do care about families. And we have been working closely with them, with their staff, parents, students, and administrators on Know Your Rights presentations, registering families to vote, and other issues that the families care about. I hope I'm conveying the value of Catalyst Maria's contribution to the life of this community. And I am respectfully requesting you, all the board, to renew their charter. Thank you.
Thank you. Carla Galvin. Ms. Galvin, *6 if you are on mute. All right, it may be that some people have dropped off. We'll move on to Christina Henley.
Hello.
Ms. Henley?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Go ahead. You have 2 minutes.
Hi, my name is Christina Henley. I have worked for the network for 11 years, and I am a parent of a 3rd grader and a 1st grader at Catalyst Maria. Maria is my school of choice for my children because of its focus on academic rigor and social emotional development. My children began their education in a prestigious private school in Chicago, and as I watched my oldest daughter develop in kindergarten, I noticed that despite the high tuition rate, my daughter was not able to compete with scholars in her same grade level in reading or in math from Catalyst Maria. She was extremely shy and spent most of her day playing, was not encouraged to think critically. As I was paying thousands of dollars, I was also paying thousands of dollars for support and programming that scholars at Maria had embedded in their regular school day. Since transferring my daughter in 1st grade, she has blossomed both academically and socially. Her confidence has gone up. She has formed bonds with both staff and students, found a love for soccer, and is excited to attend school each day. That experience really showed me how fortunate the scholars at Maria are. Though it services the community that is identified as marginalized and underserviced, our scholars are rich. I wanted my children to be a part of everything Maria has to offer. The school has talented teachers that invest in resources that allow the scholars to experience experiences that are competitive to more privileged areas. The scholars have access to quality curriculum, various types of technology, and opportunities for field experiences and extracurricular activities. Scholars at Maria are safe and loved. I couldn't ask for a better community for my scholars to learn and grow. I hope that the charter is renewed so that my son entering kindergarten and other children in Chicago can continue to experience what Maria has to offer. Thank you.
Thank you. Lillian D. Filippo.
Good evening or good afternoon. My name is Lillian DiFilippo, and I'm the parent of Zion Standback, a second grader at Catalyst Maria. I also want to mention that I'm a ninth grade teacher at Catalyst as well. And feeling the warm welcome I did when I first began as a teacher is the same warm welcome that my son felt when I had him enrolled. The culture that we have here is definitely full of love and support. When Zion first began at Catalyst, he immediately felt comfortable and encouraged in the classroom to be himself and strive to do the best that he can. Right now, Zion is a strong mini mathematician and excels as a reader. Because Catalyst Maria supports the whole child, mind, and heart, Zion has also developed social emotional skills such as empathy for his classmates, managing conflict resolution, and respect for his peers and staff. Up to date, Zion is currently thriving academically, and teachers are continuing to find solutions even for scholars who need to be challenged. Zion is excited to be working in small groups of scholars who are ready to learn multiplication at the second grade level. I appreciate the investment that our principals, staff, teachers, and community partnerships are pouring into my son and the scholars at Catalyst. Thank you.
Thank you. Mark Lenz.
Hello?
Hi, Mr. Lenz, go ahead. You have 2 minutes.
Hi, good evening, everyone. My name is Mark Lenz, and I've been a teacher at Catalyst Maria High School since 2014. And I wanted to start today just by sharing a story. 6.5 years ago, I had a student in my freshman English class named Ladarius. Ladarius was very bright, but very quiet in class. He would often eat lunch in my room many times during his freshman year until he joined the basketball team. As the assistant JV coach, I got to see him come out of his shell as he made friends, and his confidence extended into him participating more and excelling in class. I was also his advisory teacher, which we call college seminar, and I got to see him grow and thrive over his 4 years at Catalyst. At our scholar-led conferences, which we had several times a year, we got to celebrate with his mom, his advancement into AP classes, his rising to captain on the varsity basketball team, and his acceptance into college at St. Xavier University. As I transitioned from an English teacher to a post-secondary teacher, I was able to support him after he graduated. We partnered with a post-secondary persistence program called Utmost U, where I mentored him during his first few years of college to ensure he was successful. And this past fall, after I was incredibly blessed to get engaged, his mom gave me a big hug in the parking lot and asked me when she was getting a wedding invitation. I share this story because I think it exemplifies the opportunities Catalyst creates to form powerful relationships between students, staff, and families. And powerful relationships lead to students who are critical thinkers, hard workers, and affirmed in their identity. As a teacher, I have been supported by incredible coaches who have pushed me to be the best teacher possible for our kids. But I've been so grateful to work in a school that seeks to recognize and cultivate the brilliance in each student. It is my hope that the work of Catalyst Maria over the past 10 years will result in charter renewal for more relationships like these to bloom. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Mitzi Moore. All right, if we don't have Ms. Moore, we can move on to Sean Hamilton.
Hi, can you hear me?
Oh, Ms. Moore?
Yes, I'm sorry. Can you hear me?
All right, go ahead.
Okay. My name is Mitzi Moore, and I'm a former student and graduate of Maria High School, class of 1992. I have both a 5th grade and a 2nd grade scholar currently enrolled at Catalyst Maria. Both of my children have been attending Catalyst since kindergarten. My children both enjoy the school, and I look forward to attending every morning. From being greeted with a fist bump each morning before they enter the building, to the fun learning activities they do in after-school care, sets them up for a positive learning environment. I chose Catalyst for my children's primary education because it's obvious that the faculty, staff, and administration take a special care to ensure the academic, emotional, and social needs of all their scholars. It was important for me to select a school that held similar principles and honored the tenets that I observed and experienced as a student at Maria High School. Beyond academia, I like that Catalyst offers many social and outreach programs. Catalyst is consistent with making sure the scholars are not only educated, but are well-rounded individuals. Those involved in my children's daily life at Catalyst are helping me to motivate my children to be upstanding individuals that will make wise choices and be positive contributors to society. It is my hope that Catalyst Maria will be renewed for their charterships. I personally am glad with my choice, and it's my hope that my children can further their education as part of the Catalyst Maria Charter family, where they can continue to thrive and make fun memories. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. We'll move now to Sean Hamilton.
Hello, can you hear me?
Mr. Hamilton, yes, go ahead.
All right, hello. My name is Sean Hamilton. I started at Catalyst Maria in 2014 as a Teach for America core member and have stayed with Catalyst leading our visual art department. In my high school classroom, above the door, I have the quote saying, in quotes, "Do something amazing," so that my students see this as they leave our class. I want to charge my students to go on with a spirit that fears nothing and to do something amazing. I myself have been charged with doing something amazing at Catalyst under the coaching and leadership of Don Sandoval. Early in my time at Catalyst, I was given the support, autonomy, and training necessary to bring a more robust art program to our many students. In exact words, make art explode from the building. Today, we have 3 full-time visual art teachers. Students in grades K through 12 have access to visual art each year. At the high school level, we have been able to offer as many as 10 different courses for our students to do something amazing. Our art department partners with universities, art schools, museums, and community centers throughout the city of Chicago and beyond. High school students in art accumulate over 1,600 hours of community service in total annually. But there are the more quiet, amazing things that happen too. Treasure and Cyrus were official photographers on the set of the show Empire. Barbara started her own photography business. Eric went viral on Instagram for his car.
30 seconds left.
For her portfolio in advanced art, Honesty was awarded over $5,000 a year as a scholarship to college. Pedro has mobilized his armed forces unit to create art with him during their downtime. It is within these beautiful moments that I see Catalyst for what it really is. A place where I experience the same, a place to do something amazing. And the hope is that those in our care will continue to do amazing things after they graduate. My hope is that the board sees fit to extend our charter renewal for the longest possible term so that we may continue doing amazing things. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. That concludes the group from Catalyst other than Carla Galvin. Ms. Galvin, have you been waiting? Are you here? All right, we're going to move to Excel South Shore. We have 2 speakers who have signed up. The first one is Amanda Andrews. The other speaker from Excel South Shore is Tamia Hudson.
Hello.
Ms. Hudson?
Hello. Yes. Hello.
Go ahead, Ms. Hudson.
Hi. I'm speaking on behalf of Excel South Shore. My niece Eris DeVeers goes there. And when I was looking for a school to put her in, I had no clue that this school would support her and drive her to be such an amazing student. Like her being there, she's talking college, she's talking working, and they support her. They support all her dreams, all her aspirations, and make her feel like they're possible. And Ms. Sweet, the dean of students, I've personally been in contact with, and they know your child individually, and that's just so important to me because not only do they know their name, they know their story, and they know where they want to go. And I don't know many schools to be that supportive emotionally and academically for students who may not have the best support system at home. And their renewal for the next 7 years is just so important to the community, to the culture in the community. And I'm rooting for them so much. I don't know where my niece would be without being in that school, being under their guidance. So that's all I have to
30
say.
seconds left.
I'm finished.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Our next school would be Excel Southwest, Barbara Drayton. All right, we'll move to the speakers from Legal Prep. I have 7 speakers signed up. The first one would be Bronika Anderson. The second speaker would be Deshamika Benton.
Hi, can you hear me?
Who am I speaking to?
Dashamika Benton.
Okay, Ms. Benton, go ahead.
Hi, my name is Dashamika Benton. I am a math instructor at Legal Prep. I've been a part of the Legal Prep family for 8 years. I thoroughly enjoy doing the work that I do at Legal Prep because we are truly committed to making transformational change. We provide our students with an equitable education. And while we have a large focus on providing rigorous content in classrooms, we also are hyper-focused on student needs. Students receive a wide array of individualized supports. For example, coming back from virtual learning, as it was for every student across the nation, was pretty hard, and our students came in with varying needs, whether that be academic, just basic needs, or social emotional needs. Instructors as well as administrators collaborated weekly to provide those supports that students may need for them to have a successful reintegration into in-person learning. We are student first in all of our approaches here at the school. Over the years, we have become more and more restorative in our discipline practices, and this year we're kind of seeing the fruits of our labors, our work with that, and giving students the opportunity to make mistakes but also learn from them. We also provide supports and services to our families in the community. We host legal clinics and varying workshops for parents and families based on need. I ask that the district and CPS board renew our charter for the maximum time that we may get so that we can continue to provide our students with an equitable education and continue to meet the needs of students and families in West Garfield Park. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Benton. Our next speaker, Jaleel Ware. Following Jaleel Ware is Keisha Williams.
Hello,
Is this Ms. Williams?
this is Miss Dennis. Your Honor.
Okay, you're after Ms. Williams, so we can hear from you. Lenora Dennis.
Yes, this is Lenore Dennis, Your Honor.
All right, go ahead, Ms. Dennis.
Thank you so much, Your Honor. I'm Lenore Dennis. My son was the 2017 valedictorian at Legal Prep Charter Academy. I started here as a very active parent and stayed as now one of the college counselors to ensure that countless generations here in West Garfield Park receive the same excellent education as my son. Legal Prep serves as a safe space for all students to learn, grow, and explore a world outside of their own. Legal Prep delivers a superior education. We also have a comprehensive graduation map for all of our seniors. Legal Prep has served as an open forum for students and parents' voice. And we create close community ties by supporting and frequenting local businesses here in the community, many of those businesses belonging to our students and their families. Legal Prep also stepped out to provide a safe space to receive both the COVID vaccine and vaccine education for Legal Prep students as well as the community at large. Legal Prep is an integral part of the West Garfield Park community, and I ask that you please grant our 5-year charter renewal so that we can continue to do the great work that we have begun here at Legal Prep. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Ms. Dennis. The next listed speaker is Shanika Henry.
Good evening. My name is Dr. Shanika Henry, and I am the Director of Curriculum and Instruction here at Legal Prep Charter Academy. I support Legal Prep Charter's Academy Renewal because I believe in the mission of using our unique law-themed curriculum and culture of high expectations to cultivate compassion, self-motivation, and reflection in young adults who will be prepared to succeed at outstanding four-year colleges and universities. Here at Legal Prep, we expect students to become advocates for their own education. As such, our students exemplify our 4 pillars of leadership, perseverance, character, and advocacy. They do this through academics, our law program, athletics, our girls basketball team is currently undefeated, enrichment, school culture, and community service. We also offer student health and wellness services. Each freshman is enrolled in our SEL course taught by Ms. Megan Weiss, one of our school counselors, and our seniors are enrolled in the One Goal College Prep program taught by Mr. Bryce Holmes, one of our college and career counselors. We also held an Empower Her series with our young ladies, arranged by our school counselor, Jasani Washington, and led by our amazing freshman and sophomore math teacher, Ms. Benson, that you just heard from. The objective of our program was to inspire, encourage, and empower girls through self-esteem, confidence, and leadership building. As a 12-year educator, I understand the importance of teaching and learning and the impact it has on our communities. By providing our teachers with instructional coaching and professional learning tailored to their needs, we build teacher effectiveness and promote consistent use of best practices that will increase student achievement. By creating a safe space for students to learn and grow, we will increase student achievement. As my first year in this role, I look forward to the continued growth and development of our students, staff, and community. Therefore, it is my request that our charter at Legal Prep be renewed. Thank you.
Thank you. Travell Lyons.
Can you hear me?
Ms. Lyons,
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. I am Keisha Williams. I am a parent of a legal prep scholar where dreams turn into ambition and ambition turns into success. We are asking that the charter is renewed to further our scholars' ability to live, laugh, and above all, learn. It is imperative that these scholars are given the opportunity to continue on the push to create leaders of change. And legal prep is the first step. The Honorable Martin Luther King Jr. said, "What good is it to sit at the lunch counter if one can't afford the meal?" By granting this charter, our students will not only sit at the counter, afford the meal, but they will be able to feed the community. We all know closed mouths don't get fed. Grant us our charter so that we all can eat. The Honorable Frederick Douglass
said, it is better to raise strong children than to repair broken men. At Legal Prep, we are ready. We are set. Just allow us to go. Thank you.
Thank you. Our next group of speakers are from Montessori Englewood. The first speaker listed is Donita Washington. Following Ms. Washington is Ebony Townsend.
Hi, can you guys hear me? I'm Donita Washington from the Montessori School of Englewood.
All right, Ms. Washington, go ahead.
Okay, my name is Donita Washington. My son, Darwin Fletcher, was welcomed into the Montessori family in 2015. At that particular time, I was homeless and going through some things, and the school, I just want to say they were amazing in helping me get the resources I needed for me, myself, and my child to get stabilized. He has been reading since kindergarten. My son is now a 7th grader. He has been reading since kindergarten. Montessori not only nurtures the whole child, they nurture the family. They have a family-oriented, it's just, you feel like family when you walk in the building. There's nothing that they would not do for these students to be successful and to be able to become whatever they want to as an adult. And I just want to say, I want them to have their charter, because I now have a 4-year-old. So I need them to have their charter as long as possible so that I can get this same emotional and social support that I've been receiving for the past 7, 8 years. This school is amazing. It provides so many resources to so many families. They were already just doing whatever it took to make sure that their students had everything they needed to succeed. And I am just so honored that my son is a part of this Montessori community. And I just really, really need their charter to be renewed, because our life is our message. And that is our motto. My life is my message. So what my son brings home and tells me is so amazing to just see how he's grown and prospered. He's grown and prospered. My life is up, my message. Please grant Montessori their charter for however long they can have it. Again, I have a 4-year-old that I would love to attend this beautiful, just an amazing setting. These are amazing people that took time out to come to our community, and they thought about us. And they weren't selfish about it. And they are so willing and ready for us to win.
Thank you, Ms. Washington. Our next speaker, Ebony Townsend.
Hi, this is Ebony Townsend.
Hi, Ms. Townsend, go ahead.
So again, my name is Ebony Townsend. I have 2 students at the Montessori of Englewood. We've been with MSC about 4 years now, and I'm here to speak in support of the charter renewal for the Montessori School of Englewood. I just wanted to highlight that Montessori programs have historically been located in white, affluent neighborhoods. And the Montessori School of Englewood is one of the only Montessori schools in the country that offers a Montessori education in a low-income community. MSC is the only school in Englewood where students in our community can experience an authentic Montessori pedagogy. To me, MSC boasts some of the best talent in the city. My oldest son's former teacher, Stephanie Wyek, is a Golden Apple Award recipient, and she helped our family uncover my oldest son's potential when he was skipped to the next grade to take on a more challenging curriculum. And I'm happy to report that my son is he's thriving at this point. We have a unique partnership with the Charter Project to maintain an urban garden on our school's campus, and neighbors can enjoy free produce. This has been an opportunity for so many of our students to experience vegetables straight from the soil. I'm proud that my children are getting an education that caters, honestly, to their entire selves. And I ask that CPS support our charter renewal so that we can continue to offer this gem of a school to some of the most deserving students in the city. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Latoya Anthony.
Hi, hi, can you hear me?
Yes, Miss Anthony, go ahead.
Hi, I'm also a parent of two of Englewood Montessori School, and I want to say that they have been very supportive. I was going through a homeless situation myself, and they were very supportive with helping my two students stay engaged in every activity there was. They were helping us to keep supplies that we needed at the time, and they helped my son and my daughter develop a very social bond where they can feel safe and secure to talk to anyone in the school. Definitely need our Englewood School.
Thank you. Vanessa Pastenes? Our other speaker from Montessori is Yvette Turner. All right, we can move back to the perspective.
Can you hear me?
Oh, Ms. Turner?
Yes.
All right, go ahead, Ms. Turner.
Hi, I'm a parent of 3 scholars now. I had 4. One graduated 2 years ago at the Montessori School of Englewood. First, I want to let you guys know how wonderful the Montessori School of Englewood are to the students and also the parents in the community as well. They teach my kids social, emotional skills, accountability, because a lot of kids don't have accountability. They push my kids to be the best that they can be. They have a great staff. I mean, from the principal to even the lunchroom people, they care. They show it. It's not just like when you walk in, you feel that they love you. It's everything about Montessori School of Englewood. And I really hope that you guys will renew their leases forever, however long they can, because Montessori School of Englewood is needed in the community. It's needed. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, so we have some speakers on the line who somehow missed their spot. We'll start with Jaleel Ware from Legal Prep.
Hello, can everyone hear me?
Yes, is this Jaleel Ware?
No, this is Treval.
Trevel Lyons?
Yes.
All right, go ahead, Mr. Lyons.
Thank you, Your Honor. The reason why I like legal prep is because that due to many of the success and progress we've been making, we have been better than ever. Let me start with our SGAE, which is Student Government Association. So our Student Government Association is a group full of students with amazing ideas and leaderships and knowledge like never before. I am one of the former representatives, and as part of the SGA, we have been creating many good and wonderful ideas that the students might enjoy, that the students and the teachers might enjoy, as well as ourselves. And we've been making some pretty good ideas so far, and we're planning on making some new ideas for the future. But I would say this, that the reason why I like legal prep so much is not just the SGA, but also the teachers as well. There are many teachers that are willing to help students learn so much about the future, to learn so much of what they need to learn for colleges, as well as the future that are ahead of them. But I also believe that there are many students, such as myself, who are very happy that the teachers are teaching them so much as to what they do not know or learn. But the thing is that the reason why I like legal prep so much is not because of how it is, it's because of the ways of laws. There have been many students who have became lawyers, who became such as lawyers, or some who have achieved their own dreams and followed their own paths. I have a dream of myself as a software developer in the near future as well, including some other fellow students that also have a future that lies ahead of them. But also it's not just the future that lies within us. It's also basically what I'm saying is that usually the reason why I like legal prep so much is because I get to meet so many people that I never met before that are kind, intelligent, and smart like me.
Please conclude.
But the thing is that I just, it's just that the school is just so much full of fun activities and so much intelligence that I never know for the past few years of my life with being here. It just makes me understand that I could start achieving more than anybody else could.
Please conclude. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Lyons. I appreciate that you got through. Do we have Jalil Ware waiting?
Hello, Your Honor. Do you hear me?
Is this Mr. Ware?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, go ahead, Mr. Ware.
Thank you. I want to talk about today on why I love legal prep. Here at Legal Prep, we have a wonderful work environment. We have some wonderful classes, and we have amazing teachers and amazing staffs. And I highly recommend any students that are interested in law to come to Legal Prep. We have a law program where we have our own court cases, and we meet real lawyers. And me personally, I love law, and I am very happy that I chose to attend Legal Prep. I have met some amazing people that encourage me to continue and chase after my dream, even when a lot of people tell me that I won't be able to make it. We have, like I said, amazing teachers who don't judge you at all. If you don't understand something, then they help you, and we know at Legal Prep that some kids is slower to learn than others, and they are willing to take extra time for you after school to help you learn what you need to know. We have so many programs, and one of my favorites is the student government. I am a representative, and I have a big dream of the future of Legal Prep Charter Academy, and I just highly recommend a lot of students to attend Legal Prep. We have a lot of safety measures of COVID-19. We get tested every week. We have social distance guidelines, and we have to wear my mask all throughout the day. They are very kind, but they do also not play. They make sure that you get the education, and even when you answer the question, if you get it completely wrong, they do not judge you. They will help you after school. And after that, if you still need help, they don't have a problem with helping. So I ask for many more students who attend Legal Prep because you will not regret it. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, we're going back to the students who wish to speak for Perspectives School. Valencia Turner. If Ms. Turner is not here, we can hear from Amari Handy. The next name would be Nikki Lewis. Amaya Handy. Andrea Britton. Clarence Boyles.
Hello,
And who am I speaking to?
this is Andrea Britton.
Andrea Britton. Go ahead, Ms. Britton.
Hello, my name is Andrea Britton. I am an interventionist at Perspectives Middle Academy, and I am also a proud member of the Arvin Gresham and Chapman community. I support Perspectives Charter Renewal because as I embarked on my professional journey with PMA, I immediately knew I made the right choice. And 2.5 years later, I have since felt at home. I feel surrounded by a team of coworkers who are selfless, passionate about their jobs, and very influential in their roles in our students' lives. To say that they care is an understatement. I am honored to be amongst a family who tirelessly goes above and beyond to support their students' needs. The entire curriculum and foundation of a principal life and its principles can and does have a lasting impact on our students. I can attest to that statement personally, as I am also a graduate of Perspectives Leadership Academy. My experiences with those principles are what drives me to continue my educational as well as my professional journey. Being with PMA gives me a chance to give back to our students the same opportunities for growth and development that were given to me. For this reason, I am here to ask the CPS board and the district to support our charter renewal so that we can continue to make a difference in our community for years to come. Thank you.
Thank you. Charles Boyles. Darian Mason. Emily
Hi.
Chapman.
Hello.
Mr. Mason.
No, this is Clarence Boyes, Your Honor.
Clarence Boyles. Okay. Go ahead,
Yes,
Mr.
ma'am.
Boyles.
Good evening. My name is Clarence Boyes, and I am alum from Perspective Leadership Campus. We're here today as a staff member of Perspective Math and Science Academy, a proud member of the Bronzeville Community Action Council. I am here to give my support because not only is Perspective built on living a disciplined life, they also really live by it. If I didn't learn to demonstrate perseverance, I could have easily failed with the odds stacked against me. I didn't fail because teachers and staff would go the extra mile to push me out of my boundaries. For that, I am grateful. I am now a proud staff member of Perspective, and my success comes from Perspective preparing me to become intellectually reflective, being reliable, and communicating effectively, so that I can engage in a more meaningful life. I am one of 5 in my family to graduate from Perspective. My siblings and I all walk the hallways of Perspective, and we are so proud to continue to be part of the Perspective family. I see how vital the Chatham, Bronzeville, South Loop campuses are to the communities. I remember times when the Arbor Grassy campus, where I attended school, went above and beyond for me and my extended family through donations like winter necessities and school supplies. They offer mentorships, athletics, and field studies. This was so essential for me to have, to expand and learn outside of the classroom. For those reasons, I'm here to ask the CPS board and districts to support my school's charter renewal. We would love to be renewed for 7 years so that all prospective families like mine can feel stability for a longer charter term. Our wish is that more families like ours can attend Perspectives for years to come. Go Warriors. Thank you.
Thank you. Darian Mason. Emily Chapman.
Hello, can you hear me?
Is this Mr. Mason?
Yes, this is him.
All right, Mr. Mason, go ahead.
My name is Darian Mason, and I am a 12th grader here at Perspective Jobs campus. I have been a student at Joslin since ninth grade. I am here to give my support for Perspectives Charter Renewal because Perspectives has helped me to connect school with real life through a system called ADL, which stands for A Disciplined Life. The ADL principle that I use most often is demonstrate a strong work ethic. And I use this principle in my daily life through work and through basketball. Also, Perspective has prepared me to go off to college and complete my nursing degree. And also, I had the opportunity to participate in a dual enrollment college credit before graduation. And I feel like it helped me prepare myself for college, also in the real world. And for this reason, I am here to ask CPS board and the district to support my school's charter renewal for a 7-year term. If Perspectives gets a renewal for a longer term, my classmates and future Perspective students will be able to experience the opportunities Perspectives has given me and feel the support as they enter the real world after school. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mason. Emily Chapman. Jaden Lewis. Waben McConnell.
Oh, sorry. Hi, can you
Is
hear
this
me?
Ms. Chapman?
This is Emily Chapman.
All right, go ahead, Ms. Chapman.
Hi, my name is Emily Chapman, and I am the 7th grade English and History teacher at Perspectives Middle Academy, a proud member of the Auburn, Gresham, and Chatham communities. I support Perspectives Charter Renewal because we combine quality and thoughtful education with compassion and creativity. This is my 11th year at Perspectives. The reason I come back year after year is because I love the scholars, the families, and the staff. It is an honor and a privilege to be an educator in the Chatham and Auburn Gresham communities, one that I and other teachers at Perspectives take very seriously. I believe that a quality education with compassionate teachers is something every child deserves, no matter the zip code that they live in, and Perspectives offers this without conditions attached. At Perspectives, we educate with the whole child in mind. We implement social emotional supports like advisories and homerooms and ADL classrooms so that every child has an in-school family. In these families, we do life together, and the key word is together. In a time when young people often feel isolated, these supports provide safe spaces and a place of belonging. In addition to the social emotional supports, we study each child's academic strengths and needs in order to provide the best education for that child. Many of our scholars come to our school academically behind, but to bridge this gap, we pore over data, collaborate with our teams, and then get creative with different instructional strategies to address the gaps. We do this through small group instruction, discussions, project-based learning, and more. We also put an emphasis on other skills like note-taking, annotating, questioning, outlining, and planning, so that when scholars step out into the real world, they are ready for whatever path they choose. Perspectives has shown time and time again that by creating a culture where staff and scholars and families work together, learning gaps can be bridged. So for these reasons and many more, I am here to ask the CPS board and the district to support our charter renewal so that we can continue to make a difference in our community for many more years. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Jaden Lewis. Waben McConnell. Michelle Handy. Miriam Smith.
Hello, can you hear me?
All right, who do we have? Mr. Lewis?
This is Wayvon McConnell.
Waben McConnell. Go ahead, Mr. McConnell.
Hi, my name is Wayvon McConnell, and I serve as the assistant principal at Perspectives Math and Science Academy. I support Perspectives Charter Renewal because Perspectives is an educational institution that truly cares. We care about our students, we care about our families, we care about the communities we serve, and we care about our staff that puts in countless hours to ensure that Black and Brown students we serve achieve many different forms of success beyond Perspectives. Perspectives is a network that has been able to utilize a set of principles and core values to change the mindset of its students for the better. Let me tell you how and take you just on a quick journey. 3 years ago, a father brought his 3 sons into Perspectives Math and Science Academy campus and enrolled them because he wanted to give them a better opportunity at life and knew about the supports that we provided. The eldest brother, RJ, became a staple here at Perspectives MSA campus. All 3 brothers on a daily basis traveled from the west side of Chicago to the Brownsville community to get an education that they truly believed in. RJ was a junior when he arrived and was an exceptional athlete committing to play basketball here at MSA. RJ loved the game of basketball, but never took his learning experience for granted. He challenged teachers in class, asking questions whenever he was unable to grasp a concept. He went to office hours after school just to build relationships, and if you knew RJ, that was just something that he did. His father was very involved and active at the school any chance he got. Teachers and staff knew his father and knew that they could count on Dad anytime anything arose. He stayed on top of his boys every step of the way. He stressed education and really dreamed of RJ getting the opportunity to play Division I basketball, and that was a dream for RJ as well. Fast forward, COVID-19 takes the world by storm, and RJ is going into his senior year. COVID delivers a devastating blow to RJ and his family as his father passes away. Through our ADL classes, the Perspectives family wrapped their arms around RJ to assist him with getting through the devastating loss of a parent in his senior year, giving him tons of social emotional support and any social work or any time it was needed. RJ, motivated through his dad's dream, and was able to get the opportunity to play Division I basketball. With the support of his teammates and staff, RJ graduated in 2020 in the top of this class. Again, he also worked his hardest and is now a member of a Division I basketball team as he plays for the Marquette University Golden Eagles in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Perspectives will continue and always work countless to give our students the opportunity for success. For this reason, I am here to ask CPS Board and the district for your support for Charter Renewal for as many years to come. Thank you.
Thank you. Michelle Handy. Miriam Smith. Peter Henderson.
Hello. Hello.
Is this Miss Handy?
Yes, this is.
All right, go ahead.
Hi. My name is Michelle Handy, and I am one of the proud parents of Amari and Amaya Handy, which attend Perspectives Leadership Campus. I am here to support Perspectives Charter Renewal. The campus, which is located in West Chatham on the south side of Chicago, is a pillar in the neighborhood. The PLC campus is surrounded by many businesses, which the school has developed great relationships with. I was really excited that my girls chose the school when selecting. There was no option number 2. When they had their minds made up, they did differ from it. From the administration, the teachers, and parents, the focus is on making sure our children are conquerors. This is an excellent, supportive learning environment. The school's motto is to live a disciplined life. By doing this, every student is taught to focus on their 26 core value principles to not help just in school, but to maintain for the rest of their lives. I have seen my girls grow academically for sure, but surprisingly independently. They have shown me they have a voice, and that is about succeeding, and failure is not an option. So if you have to figure it out, you need to get back up. With that being said, I hope that the CPS Board will support Perspectives Charter Renewal.
37.
Thank you. And if I could, I can pass this on to Amari and Amaya because I believe that they were called on.
Yes, that's true. I did call on them earlier.
Good evening. My name is Amari, and this is my sister, Amaya Handy. We are here on behalf of Perspectives Charter Renewal. First, I would like to say that it is an honor for both me and my sister to attend Perspectives Leadership Academy. When we first started attending Perspectives in 7th grade, we were taught ADL principles, for example, showing perseverance, taking initiative, seeking wisdom, and many more.
I have learned to use these principles daily. The teachers are not only preparing me and my sister, but every student for their future. One of the school's focuses is making sure that students are thinking critically and are being challenged. As Frederick Douglass stated, if there is no struggle, there is no progress. Hi, I'm Amaya Handy. There are certain positive affirmations me and my sister believe. One being stay strong. That means dream big, believe in yourself, and achieve your goals. In our school, we are taught that you can and you will. Perspectives Leadership Campus is leading me and my sister to greater opportunities. It's not about being the best. It's about being better than you were yesterday. I personally enjoy coming to school. I guess you can say I'm a little extraordinary, which is just a little extra. So let's never stop learning because life never stops teaching. So please, I hope that you will consider renewing Perspectives Charter contract for 7 years. This term brings stability to me, my classmates, future prospective students, families, in our community. Thank you for your consideration.
Thank you. Miriam Smith. Peter Henderson.
Hello?
Ms. Smith,
Yes. Hi, good evening. How are you?
go ahead.
My name is Miriam Smith. I am a parent of 3 children at Perspectives Math and Science Academy. One of my oldest daughters graduated in 2015, the top 5 of her class, due to her having excellent teachers who were very involved, pushed her past her limits beyond goals that she set for herself and that I set for her. She's currently a junior with a full ride scholarship academically at University of Wisconsin-Madison, studying kinesiology and sports medicine with a minor in family studies. I currently have a junior at MSA who's working with her teachers now, who are extremely well. Although we're in the middle of a pandemic, they're continuing to push her past her limits, where she's now filling out early admissions for Duke University with the help of the Assistant Dean of Culture, which is Mr. McConnell. I also have a 7th grader who's his first year at MSA campus, but we have no complaints at all as parents or my children there as students with academics at all. I've been there since 2015, which means this will be my 3rd principal at MSA, which initially was Ms. Woodard, on to Mr. Todd, and now Ms. Banks, who has displayed every ounce of the discipline life. She extends it to parents as well through PAC, through parent involvement, and I also see it displayed through staff. Renewing the MSA charter school would not only help so many parents in the community, but we have students that come from various communities further south, further west, just to be at MSA for its academic rigor, as well as their one-on-one personal space with teachers and staff. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Peter Henderson. Shannon White.
Hello, this is Peter Henderson. Can you hear me?
Yes, Mr. Henderson, go ahead.
Hello, good evening. My name is Peter Henderson. I am currently a 12th grader and the senior head announcer at Perspectives IIT Math and Science Academy. During my time here at MSA as a student, I have enjoyed the experience. We have a caring MSA community that provides for the scholars here with staff who go above and beyond. We host community events, raffles, and so much more here at MSA, something that I haven't seen from other schools. Here are some of the things my MSA community did to give back, to engage with students, and have fun with our scholars. Through our initiative, MSA Cares, 100% of our MSA seniors have the opportunity to earn career certifications. These certifications include pharmacy, patient care, accounting, and technology. Another exceptional thing is just the MSA Summer STEM Camp. It was open to any middle school student, not just MSA students. To connect with students after the pandemic, MSA hosted ice cream socials, and it was so good to see that it was held a few days before our return to in-person learning. Lastly, we just wrapped up a winter coat drive. MSA understood that some scholars and families do not have coats, so they put together this coat drive for the community. In the end, MSA distributed over 100 coats to scholars, families in need, and the community. It was truly heartwarming to me to hear that others were going to stay warm during this cold winter season. My student experience here at MSA has been nothing but very fun and an engaging experience. I have attended this school since freshman year. Since my start here at MSA, I loved it. I have teachers who aren't just regular teachers. Every teacher I see in this building truly cares and has a passion to help guide and teach all of our wonderful scholars. I look around and see a lot of positivity within the staff members here, and it led me to become my positive role model as well as the senior head announcer of MSA. My current role here is to deliver our school's morning and afternoon announcements. But I am not just an ordinary PA announcer. I put a fun, inspirational approach to what I do. I have been our school PA announcer since September of 2019, and I have so much fun delivering our announcements to my MSA staff and scholars. I apply the principle, communicate effectively to all that I do. Without effective communication, there isn't anything. During my job here at MSA, I need to effectively communicate. The staff and the scholars need to understand all of the announcement completely. This principle is so important, and I see all MSA staff use it. I am very grateful.
Mr. Henderson, thank you so much. I don't mean to cut you off, but your time is up. If you'd like to go ahead and submit a written statement for the content that you weren't able to include, you can do that. We're going to move on to the next speaker. Thank you, Mr. Henderson. Shannon White.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, Ms. White.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Thank you. I'm a 2012 graduate of Perspectives Charter School, the Joslyn campus. My time at Perspectives transformed my post-secondary plans. Because of Perspectives' dedication and commitment to its students, I was blessed with the opportunity to be educated by some of the most qualified instructors that prepared me for college and my current professional career. Reflecting on my high school experience at Perspectives, I don't think I would have the personal and professional discipline, structure, and commitment to a growth mindset. Returning to Perspectives has been the light of my professional career. Perspectives' conviction to creating, updating, and providing a curriculum that reflects, validates, and honors the experience and identities of our students, but also us as staff. With this being said, I'm asking for the CPS board and district to support our charter school renewal to ensure that more children receive the same equitable educational opportunity as I did, and that I'm currently providing to the students that I have the honor of teaching, so that more children are across the city of Chicago are able to be represented, to be loved, to be showed compassion for. Thank you.
Thank you. Tamika Ballantyne. Tiffany Harston.
Good evening. Can you hear me okay?
Ms. Ballantyne.
Yes, ma'am. This is myself.
All right. Go ahead. You have 2 minutes.
Thank you. In the fall of 2006, my life forever changed once I walked through the doors of Perspective Charter School as a young freshman scholar. The energy was impeccable. I felt without a doubt this school was the best fit for me because it felt like home and a family. Early on, I understood the standard of PCS and quickly began incorporating the PCS way into my own. It still resonates with me today as a 2010 alum graduate, 6-year teacher, and even in my personal life. During my high school years, I encountered vibrant leaders, principals, brilliant partnerships, outstanding teachers, staff, engaging creative curriculum, and best of all, the ADL social emotional learning component that forever changed my life, and any former PCS scholar will forever remember ADL. ADL is literally a guide to assist you with any life experience. The 26 guiding principles are truly the answers to life. In all of my 4 years as a high school scholar, I grew to be an amazing leader who thinks critically about the world. But most importantly, I learned how to show compassion and understand all people. After graduating from PCS, I enrolled in Russ College, where I obtained an English writing degree, and later finished graduate school at National Louis University, obtaining a master's degree in psychology. It feels so surreal to now be a 6-year ADL teacher in my second year as a dual credit psychology professor. Literally, when I was a high school scholar, I would sit in class and daydream about being present in some form of way after graduating, until now actually living out my own dreams. I always knew I would come back to PCS and give back in some form of way, but in no way did I think I would become a teacher. But it has been the best decision of my life. Teaching a discipline life to our scholars is the greatest gift ever, because it allows me to actually motivate our scholars to become the best version of themselves, all while discovering the true superpowers that they have, all while creating structure and developing the tools to be productive in our society. Our ADL classes are refreshing, thought-provoking, and so powerful. Sometimes we laugh out loud, and there are some times where there is not a dry eye in the building because of the lessons, because our scholars are just that involved. PCS uniquely created ADL to support scholars holistically and academically, which is rare to find at most schools. Scholars build so much community with each other, all while working on the individual character traits. I am so fortunate to be able to influence our next generation of scholars. Not only do I have a field day ADL class, but to serve our dual credit scholars, it has been a joy. Thank you so much, and please give us the honor. Thank you.
Thank you. Tiffany Harston.
Good evening. My name is Tiffany Harston. I serve as the Senior Director of Post-Secondary Planning at Prospective Charter Schools. This year, Prospective is celebrating its 25th school year, and I've been fortunate to be part of 15 of those years. For 25 years, as one of the first charter schools in Chicago, Prospective has created pathways that map out transformative educational journeys, student after student and family after family. Since we opened our doors in 1997, we've worked hard to prepare students for life in a changing world with tools to succeed. Perspectives cares deeply about the communities we serve. We are not just in the community, but we are actually of the community. We create pathways for students to disrupt cycles of generational poverty through initiatives like MSA Cares and community partnerships. Our certification programs are numerous and designed to give students transferable work skills immediately upon graduation. This strategic plan affords our students the opportunity to earn financial stability in their field of interest while simultaneously closing financial gaps and eliminating undue stress. Our dual credit and dual enrollment opportunities with the City Colleges of Chicago allow students to diversify their course selections and experience collegiate settings and rigor while in high school, where our discipline life model supports them if they stumble, while also addressing the cost to attend college by eliminating the cost to attend by completing courses while still enrolled at Prospective. We give back to our communities, whether it's through MSA annual Juneteenth celebration, Jocelyn Shopapalooza, which features parent and community entrepreneurs, or Prospective Leadership Campus work with the businesses that surround them. Additionally, we provide our 9th and 10th graders with an associate counselor to aid them with student investment and engagement early and often. Our access counselors work directly with our students to aid them in identifying personal strengths and their natural abilities by utilizing tools like youth science. Through this tool, students learn their natural aptitude and abilities, empowering them with self-love and confidence, and hopes of starting with the end goal in mind. Through this approach, students' confidence is built, thus increasing student engagement and productivity while providing continuous support throughout their academic journey. Perspective offers a safe and trusting space for students. Our dedicated teachers and staff are committed to our students' academic and personalized growth. For this and so many more reasons, I am here to ask CPS Board and the district to support our upcoming charter renewal so we can continue to this great work and continue to make the difference in our communities and the student lives that we touch on a daily basis. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, we're going to move on to the speakers from Polaris who've been waiting patiently. Thank you for your patience. We'll start with Amelia McCaston. The next listed speaker is Ciara DeMary. Followed by Elaine Smith.
Hi, this is Elaine Smith.
Hi, Ms. Smith. Go ahead with your presentation.
Okay. Good evening. My name again is Elaine Smith, and I'm a founding parent and teacher at Polaris Charter Academy. I have been a part of the Polaris community for 15 years. At the time when I was in school to become a teacher, I would visit Polaris often to complete my clinical hours and had a chance to talk with veteran teachers that never hesitate to give me advice. I spent 8 years working with CPS, where I held a role as special education teacher and case manager. It's from my expertise that Ms. Navarre asked me to join Polaris, where I brought my knowledge to help with special education and case management. Having a school leader that knows about special education and the importance of quality instruction for diverse learners is key. My team and I will go to Ms. Navarre and discuss and advocate for our children, and our voices were always heard. During the 2021 school year, when we need to switch gears, as we noticed our diverse learners were struggling with remote learning, Ms. Navarre allowed our team to adapt a schedule that was more suitable for our students, where they didn't have to spend hours and hours on screen. It was met with both praise from teachers and parents. If our clinicians needed extra days to work with kids if they were struggling to log on, those days were granted. If our team came up with a plan, it was never met with hesitation. This attests to understanding special education concerns that I can't say I've always gotten in my 8 years as a special education teacher. And if I can add a personal note about Polaris and why I continue to be a part of this community, has been the family aspect I've always felt. My children to this day still speak fond of Polaris and the fun times that they had. My fondest memory is when my mom became ill years ago. My family stayed camped out in the hospital. The staff at Polaris made sure we had dinner some nights, called to check on us, and even sent us a card from the staff. I no longer felt like a parent of the school, but a family member. Polaris means a lot to us, and I stand behind their commitment to education and community. I support Polaris in being renewed. Thank you.
Thank you. Francesca Peck.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, Ms. Peck.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. My name is Francesca Peck. I am a founding teacher of Polaris Charter Academy, having taught every grade level from kindergarten to 8th grade, looping with students as Polaris grew. I currently serve as the Director of Culture and Character, and I join you today because for the past 15 years, I have witnessed the power of our work. Since its founding, the Polaris values have been rooted in an expanded definition of student achievement, one that believes character development is equally as essential to student success as strong academic skills. At the heart of our character development work is our habits of character, what we call the 5 points of Polaris, which are integrity, compassion, critical thinking, active citizen, and explorer. In my role as Director of Culture and Character, it's my responsibility to ensure that these points are living and woven into the fabric of who we are as a school, making Polaris an incredible place for students and staff to learn and grow. The 5 points are an integral part of the learning and curriculum we create, what we call expeditions, where students actively build character through experiences and the creation of final product work that is rooted in solving real problems that impact our community. The 5 points drive our school-wide daily crew meetings, a time when we circle up with students to support their social and emotional development, as well as build, nurture, and heal relationships. The 5 points also drive our character reflection practices, supporting students to set goals and achieve more out of themselves than they ever thought possible. And the 5 points drive our restorative justice work, where students activate those points by leading and participating in conflict resolution and the repairing of harm, holding themselves and each other accountable. And it's through these 5 points that I've seen students develop the strength and confidence necessary to become those agents of change in their world. And our work with the 5 Points has served as professional development for thousands of educators, both locally and globally. I ask that you consider renewing our charter for a minimum of 7 years so we can continue this incredibly important work. Thank you.
Thank you. John Lydon.
Hello, this is John Lydon.
Go ahead, Mr. Lydon.
Thank you. Good evening. My name is John Lydon. I'm proud to be the Director of Academics at Polaris Charter Academy, serving the neighborhood of West Humboldt Park. Polaris was founded 15 years ago as a partnership between the school community. And tonight, I'm advocating that our students, staff, and families deserve our school to receive a 7-year charter renewal that will provide the stability needed for us to continue to be the strong partner our community relies on. Polaris is the only credentialed mentor EL education school in Chicago. As an EL education school, we are part of a national network of over 160 schools across the country that believe in an expanded definition of student achievement that includes both character and high-quality work. Polaris is a model of how community-based, hands-on learning can look, sound, and feel like in a neighborhood that has been under-resourced and underserved. This is why over 200 visitors come to Polaris every year to learn about and bring back best practices on topics ranging from building character and leading restorative practices to empowering students through project-based learning and the mathematical practices of cognitively guided instruction. For many, Polaris is a North Star for education. During the pandemic, Polaris has been a beacon for our community. After ensuring all our families had meals delivered to their homes and all students had technology in their hands, our teachers went to work, making sure that remote instruction at Polaris honored, empowered, and engaged our students. Every school leader at Polaris also partnered with the teacher to go back into the classroom in order to truly understand the complexities of learning virtually. Remote instruction at Polaris included our students engaging in hands-on science experiments, using student discourse as the central mode of learning math, and producing projects that impacted our city in creating a better world. Our remote instruction also became a model for educators across the country, being featured in national videos on how to best connect, empower, and facilitate student growth, even virtually. Polaris, rise up. Thank you for your time and consideration for a 7-year charter renewal.
Thank you. LaShondra Roberts.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, Ms. Roberts, go ahead.
Okay. Good evening. My name is LaShondra Roberts, and I live in the West Humboldt Park neighborhood, where I was a member of the Transitional Advisory Council that chose Polaris Charter Academy to be part of my community. Polaris has been a great addition to my neighborhood and my family. My daughter attended Polaris as a kindergartner when the doors first opened in 2007 until she graduated in 2016. The foundation that Polaris instilled within my daughter wasn't just through her learning academically, but how to be a well-rounded learner, to be able to communicate with adults and peers on how she learns best, and most importantly, how to be a selfless, active citizen in her community by taking the initiative to be helpful and kind to people without being told to do so. Since Polaris has been part of my community, they have had a tremendous impact on us to be a more caring and supporting as neighbors. We work together with Polaris students and staff to create a clean and safe place for children can learn. I believe and stand by the choice that I made in 2007 to put Polaris Charter Academy in my neighborhood was the best choice ever, because as I read their vision on paper, I found out we had the same beliefs of educating children to become lifelong learners and active citizens. And now, for the past 15 years, I have witnessed firsthand on how Polaris students have blossomed into young, intelligent adults with a strong sense of community, Seeing that makes me so appreciative and hope that Polaris will continue being a part of my community for many years to come. Thank you, and please renew Polaris Charter Academy Charter Renewal.
Thank you. Nora Roberts.
This is Nora Ryan.
I'm sorry, your last name is Ryan?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead, Ms. Ryan.
My name is Nora Ryan, and I am in my 12th year as an educator at Polaris Charter Academy, where I've taught kindergarten, first, second, and third grades, served as an instructional coach, and the coordinator of personalized learning. I find myself returning to Polaris year after year for many reasons. The first, the commitment of the children and families to upholding our mission of developing lifelong critical thinkers with a strong sense of personal and civic responsibility. Nothing's more motivating than watching students use their knowledge to contribute to a better world. The second reason, that Polaris is a place where children and families come first. I'm part of a team of advocates creating community for families who are at the heart of every decision made. And third, as an educator, I have had access to top-notch transformational professional development, not just attending seminars and conferences, but opportunities to open my practice, learn about current research from top thinkers in the field, and to present on the national and international level. I would not be the educator I am today without the development provided to me at Polaris. In all my roles at Polaris, I'm most proud of the work I've been a part of this school year as we respond to the impact of the pandemic. The personalized learning team that I coordinate was designed to support students as they return to school after more than a year of distance learning. We've designed a program to support students in building their existing strengths and engaging them in research-based small group work focused on foundational literacy and math skills. We've entered this with an assets-based approach, knowing that all students can learn when given consistent and appropriate instruction. In the first 8 weeks of our work, we have seen 92% of students make growth towards their reading goals. The work of the personalized learning team allows teachers to continue the important work they do in helping students access rigorous academic curriculum and the incredibly important social, emotional, and character development that we know is so necessary as children process the trauma of the last 2 years. I've been able to watch students go from reluctant readers with little confidence to finding new words to dissect at every turn, to reading every sign they see while riding in the car with their families and beaming with pride when they discover they can read all the words in the text of their choosing. Polaris Charter Academy is a place where all students can achieve more than they think possible, and I ask that the board continue to allow us to positively impact the West Humboldt Park community for another 7 years. Thank you.
Thank you. Serena Griffin. Trinity Allen. Okay, I'm going to circle back. Some people have been waiting that missed their turn when their names were called. We'll start with Barbara Drayton from Excel Southwest. Barbara Drayton.
Hello,
Ms. Drayton?
can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Hi, yes, good evening. My name is Barbara Drayton. I had 2 students that went to Excel Academy of Southwest. My daughter actually graduated top of her class last year, and my youngest son will be coming out this year. I say that to say this. When I moved back from Wisconsin and put my kids in school, my kids didn't have the opportunity to be themselves. They were judged because of the way the other students were, so they locked down and didn't talk. When I applied my kids in Excel Academy of Southwest, my children had the opportunity to be themselves. They had a voice, and they taught them that it's okay to use your voice. So my son also is at the top of his class right now. They speak out. They help tutor other children. They excuse me. They help do a lot. They believed in my children. They go above and beyond. Even during the weekends, a couple of teachers chimed in and helped my daughter with coding, which was about 10 hours a day that they took the time out. Any personal issues, they always act as a family. Like the whole team will call, check on us to see if we're okay. Some will drop by to see if we're okay since we're in the area. But Excel Academy of Southwest always go above and beyond for their students. And that's all I have to say. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, we'll move down to Valencia Turner. Ms. Turner.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, Ms. Turner, go ahead.
All right, my name is Valencia Turner. I am a parent of two 12th graders at Prospective schools. One of them is Sirius Foster, and the other one is Jordan Turner. Both are at Prospective Leadership Campus. I am here to support Prospective Charter Renewal because I believe in the rigorous education and the disciplined life curriculum they provide. As a parent, there was no better combination for me with pairing their academics with the character development, because it's teachers and our children all the tools they needed to be successful, not just in school, but just in life itself. My children started Perspective in the 6th grade, and I'm very happy I made the decision to have them both enrolled. My kids, my family have been challenged through their rigorous curriculum. They have also offered my children opportunity to use the classroom as by providing the internship opportunities, after school programs, field studies outside the classrooms. They've had guest speakers come in, especially during COVID time when they were e-learning. Both my son and daughter truly feel the support from their teachers, and we love the family feeling the school provides. We're grateful that we were able to make the choice in Perspective because it was the best school in the community for our family at the time. Both of the kids, one of them is in special ed, have been accepted at university of their choices, and they thank their teachers and administrators of the school, as well as our family, for ensuring that they understood the importance of being present and doing the work and giving back to the community. This is the reason that I'm asking CPS and the CPS board and the district to support Prospective Charter Renewal for the next 7 years, so that Prospectives can feel the stability and long-term charter, and the Prospective staff can continue to make a difference in the lives of kids in the Chicago community.
Thank you. Nikki Lewis. It's Nikki Lewis and Jaden Lewis.
I don't believe they are on. I think we are down to Sierra DeMary.
Okay. Amelia McCaston.
I think it's just Sierra and Serena left on the phone.
Okay. All right. We'll move on to Sierra. Thank you for waiting. Sierra? Sierra DeMary.
Can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead, Mr. Mary.
Oh, hi. Good evening. My name is Sierra DeMary. I'm an 8th grader at Polaris Charter Academy. Today I have the privilege of speaking on behalf of the class of 2022 about why Polaris is such an important place for students. Polaris is more than a regular school. It is a place with the mission of educating us to be self-motivated, creative, critical thinkers with the ultimate goal of shaping lifelong learners with a strong sense of personal and civic responsibility. Our student voice is seen as an essential part of our school, and this is why I am here today, to show you that Polaris students live the mission of standing up and speaking out. My personal and civic responsibility is to advocate for what I believe in, and I believe in Polaris. At Polaris, we have expanded the definition of achievement to include character development. Our school teaches students to live what they call the 5 points of Polaris, or what we call the 5 points of Polaris, which are integrity, compassion, explorer, critical thinker, and active citizen. We work on developing the points of Polaris through goal setting and regular weekly reflection. Each of the points serve to make us more effective learners and ethical people. All of the points are important, but I believe the points of explorer and compassion are the most important character traits we all need to work on during this difficult time in our country. Polaris has more than prepared me to graduate and be ready for the academic rigors of high school by developing the important skills of self-reflection, time management, perseverance, and growth mindset. Equally important, Polaris has taught me to recognize and value my own strengths and develop the courage to set goals for myself and actively work to reach them. I am respectfully requesting a 7-year charter renewal for Polaris Charter Academy. The children in our community deserve the opportunity to learn about themselves, the world around them, by learning at Polaris. Thank you for your consideration.
Thank you. Do we have either Serena Griffin or Trinity Allen waiting?
I think they're both on the line.
They're both. All right, we'll hear from Serena first then.
Hello, can you hear me?
Thank you.
Hello.
Yes. Go ahead, Ms. Griffin.
Hi, I'm so sorry. Learning Star 6 has just been a learning curve for me. Thank you so much for your patience. I know it's late. My name again is Serena Griffin. I am a former teacher and current teacher and parent at the great Polaris Charter Academy. And I kindly ask the board to grant Polaris Charter Academy a 7-year charter renewal. I'm asking this for 3 main reasons. First, as a parent. As a tenure teacher in my 14th year teaching among charter, CPS, and as a former director of curriculum instruction at a single-site private school in Beverly, I know my son's options for great schools. My family intentionally moved our son from a private school I co-created to attend Polaris. This was done with great care, as every parent who attends Polaris. My husband and I chose Polaris because my son is going to get a high-quality education from some of the most highly talented and award-winning teachers in the city. My son was more happy at Polaris than I was at the school that I created. I knew I needed to, as we say at Polaris, to come home. As a former 3rd grade teacher at Polaris who took me 3.5 years to get in because teachers don't leave Polaris because of the community that is curated by Michelle Navarre. My second reason for coming to this meeting and asking for this charter renewal is that my son, who is in 1st grade, and every other 1st grader and kindergartner deserves to have Polaris as their school to graduate from. As you heard from all of these founding parents and students, Polaris works with families to prepare their 8th graders with the knowledge and character development they need to not just graduate high school, but to be successful in college. Every child who attends Polaris deserves that. Finally, as a teacher who's come home, I want to work alongside my colleagues for years and years to come to continue to support our community and be the mainstay that East Humboldt Park deserves and the families have come to expect from us. Please, we ask you to move to renew at a minimum Polaris Charter Academy to have a 7-year charter renewal. Thank you again, and my apologies for not figuring out the Star 6. Thank you.
Thank you, and thank you for waiting. Trinity Allen.
Hi, I'm here.
Okay,
Good
go ahead.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Trinity Allen. I'm speaking on behalf of Polaris Charter Academy. I represent the first graduating class and is now a staff member at Polaris Charter Academy. Polaris is a great candidate for this renewal, and when I think of why, the main reason comes the hard work that they put in behind their students. For me, most importantly, when I came to Polaris, it was a rough start for me, and I just remember the hard work and dedication that they put into making me feel comfortable, into making me feel safe, and making sure that I got the best education possible. That led up to believing in me and putting forth effort to help me pursue my degree that I'm in school for now, which is to become a teacher. Not only did they help me academically when I was a student there, but now as a staff member, letting me get that firsthand insight on working there. This privilege was not just only for me, but everyone that taps into Polaris. You're guaranteed that firsthand support, firsthand hard work, firsthand anything that you need, they're there, literally. The main focus is the students, and that's one thing that I always appreciated about Polaris. They make the students there the main priority. Whatever has to be done to have in the best interest of the kids, that's what they're all about. That's what we're all about, the community-based feeling, just the main support. So please, please, find it in your heart to grant us this renewal because you won't regret it. Each child deserves this wonderful experience, this hands-on, just the overall community feel. So please consider us for this. Thank you.
Thank you. And let's try Amelia Mac Caston one more time from Polaris.
I believe no one else is on at this time.
Okay. All right. Have we concluded our speakers then?
Yes.
All right. I want to thank everyone for their participation and patience in this hearing. I want to thank the tech assistance. It was very smooth once it got going, and it is greatly appreciated. I want to thank all the speakers for their participation. I will include all of your comments in my report to the board and make sure that the board understands why you believe your schools should be renewed. So with that in mind, let's see. Having heard from everyone, it's about 20 to 7. We can adjourn this hearing this evening. Thank you all again. Have a good evening.